What is going on, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be talking about some Hyra and snakethug drama. Obviously, I actually did a live stream about this before, and it was I think it was yesterday I did the live stream, and I talked a lot about it. So if you want to go get more in-depth information about it, go there. And I do quickly want to shout out my new Discord server. I mean, look at this thing. This is so clean. Like, oh my gosh. This is so clean. I love Discord. So I finally made a server. You guys need to come join. Link will be at the top of the description. Anyway, getting into the matter at hand, Hyra, he dropped a video 3 days ago now. It's been actually a while now, where he talked about Snake Thug. He dropped not one, but two videos that outperform his channel average by about 100,000 views, which is a lot. The thing here, I'm going to talk about the videos. I'm going to talk about the first video first and then the second video. This actual video is probably going to be pretty long because I want to go in depth a little bit. I'm not going to watch them because I already have, and I'm sure you guys already have, so this is just my take on them. The first video to me is just kind of stupid. I mean, I actually like Hyra. I am a personal fan of him. I'm not like his fanboy or anything, but I do like him. I think what he did in the first one was stupid. He had literally had no proof to what he was saying. He just said it and then expected people to believe him. And all he really was doing was basically capitalizing off Snake Thug is what it felt like. I'm not really sure why you would accuse somebody of doing something without any sort of I don't know, backup or anything, evidence or anything like that. But he did, and he just capitalized off of it by making the video longer. It was literally, the text on the screen only lasted for 40 or 50 seconds, and then it went to the rest of the video, which I think is kind of dumb. If you're going to make a video about someone and then you actually care about it, you would just make it whatever length it needed to be. You wouldn't make it 10 or 8 minutes just to get the extra ads. So I thought that was a little bit kind of horrible. Why would you do that? But on his second video, he goes more in depth into some I don't know, I guess evidence, I guess, you know what I mean? It wasn't really great evidence. It was just screenshots of what people have said. And I mean, I will say this, there is technically evidence in it, but it's not great evidence. It's just screenshots, and it's nothing that makes you think, oh, this is Hyra's 100% sure right. I would say it's probably 60-40. I think Snake Thug is probably right. I think Hyra could be, right about what he's saying, but overall, Snake Thug probably is right. But the fact that Hyra would go out of his way to do this to somebody, I know he's not the best person ever, but it just seems kind of random. But he does do random things a lot. So, I mean, you can kind of see it both ways. I see it both ways. I think what he did is wrong, and I think it really hurts Snake Thug. Snake Thug made a response. So here is Snake Thug's response. This is from his Discord server. This is basically straight what he said. He basically said he's not a pedophile. Long story short, he said he's not a pedophile. However, something I did find interesting is he literally admitted to dating a 17-year-old girl when he was 22. That's interesting to me. I'm not okay with that, personally. I don't really agree with that. I think if you're 18 or 19, okay. But if you're 22, that's a lot different, and that's not really right, in my opinion. But he does say he's past that, he's moving past that, and he's not a pedophile. I don't know, he just basically says that. And I thought that was interesting. But yeah, if you want to read it out for yourself, it's on Twitter. If you just search Hyra, it's the second thing that comes up. So it's pretty easy to find if you want to find it for yourself. So that happened. Snake Thug hasn't made any sort of videos yet or anything. So he's just basically sent a response to this video. I don't even think he cares about this one because no one else really does. It's really this video that's the problem. I encourage you guys to go watch it for yourselves. Anyway, I am going to show you something that just happened a couple days, maybe even yesterday, that I didn't even see. Lapsa made a video about it, and this is where it gets interesting, okay? I like Lapsa, okay? I made a joking video about him a long time ago, which was funny. It happened 2 days ago. It probably was actually a day ago, but the YouTube thing is kind of messed up. But he goes 9 minutes in depth about this, and I highly, highly suggest you watch this video. This video is great. I will sum it up for you, though. Basically, what Lapsa says is that he doesn't really care who comes out on top of this because he's impartial. He doesn't care, right? And then he goes in to say that what the evidence that Hyra brought out was dumb and it doesn't really make sense, and that's true. And then he goes into how Hyra has lied before and stuff like that, which is also true. But then he talks about Snake Thug and how he dated a 17-year-old girl. So he basically sees it from both sides, kind of like I do. But he also says that he thinks Hyra is probably making it up. So yeah, he goes in depth about all of that. I highly suggest you watch this video. But at the end, he shows this is crazy. At the end, he literally shows screenshots of Hyra talking to underage girls as well. I'm not really sure because it was in a different language, but I mean, it's there. Like the proof is there. So if that is true, Hyra is literally is literally doing the same exact thing he was making. He was like pointing out that snakethug was doing, which I think is interesting. Overall, this is a crazy situation. I'm honestly surprised Lapsum inserted himself into this. But I don't blame him, you know. Everyone's got to capitalize on it, right? So yeah, overall, that's really all I have. Like, it's just insane. My personal take on it is I think if Hyra actually cared that much, he would have done it a different way. He wouldn't have announced it to his 1.4 million subs on YouTube. I think that's kind of crazy that he did that. It just feels wrong. But however, if he is right, I will look at it from a different perspective, because if he is right, then I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah, that's just how I see it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. And anyway, peace out, homies.